Alright guys, welcome to this new video. This is going to be my Q&A, and sorry if I sound a bit off, I'm still full of cold. So that's why my hair's all over the place, sticking up all of it. Restless nights and everything, so yeah, thank you everyone who asked questions. I got more than I would have thought I would have got. But yeah, let's get straight into it. This is from Hazard F5, I'll go from the first one to the last one. This is from Hazard F5. Which DVD would you like the most have in your collection? I think the biggest one I'm probably missing, I think I'm only missing 3 from Silvision. That's the Survivor Series Anthology Volume 1 and 2 and WrestleMania Anthology Volume 2. But the biggest one I'm probably missing is probably the Trish Stratus, the FYE exclusive one, which is going for ridiculous prices, so I've kept away from that one. So that's the only one I can really think of, because I think I've got most of the ones I've ever really wanted. Yeah, I think that's probably the one what I would probably choose, the Trish Stratus one. So I think that's the only one I'm missing, apart from the 3 anthology ones from WWE, obviously. Your album of choice that you could listen to all the way through without skipping a track. Now this is a bit difficult because I've not bought an album for I don't know how many years now. I just normally get the songs I like and that's it. So I would probably have to say what I can remember is probably Metallica's Black Album, or Metallica, whichever way you want to put it. I've got the Black Album, and there's that one, and also there's a one from me school days, which was probably I'm embarrassed about it now, but probably back in the day I probably wasn't a big, and that was something that I thought was a bit of a probably a guilty pleasure I should call them now, but I don't really listen to them now. Can't remember last time I listened to them. That was one of the S Club 7 albums, probably the first one I think it was. So that was going back to when I was about 12-year-old or something. This is going back a lot of years. So probably the ones that are 2 I remember listening to all the way through without skipping. Off the top of my head anyway. So I say that I just get them and for one song or 2 songs and just that's it. Really, I don't really buy albums. Yeah, that's really it. So has there 5 thanks for following questions. Please go and subscribe to him. He's doing a lot of what me and Mr. Bauer 24 Powers doing. He's collecting ECW deltas, so he's got some videos coming up of all them. Next one we've got Video Mania. If you've got 4 wrestlers from the past or present to join you in a video, who would you pick and what would you discuss? Good one, that one. Probably I'll go for Jake Roberts, Mr. Perfect, Eddie Guerrero, and Punk, I think. They were probably the 4 I would choose. And what would discuss? We'll probably discuss who do you think is the best intercontinental title run, should I say? I'm getting words mixed up there. And people who've had a good run but never actually got the world title. That's off the top of my head, I can't really think of. Obviously, like guys like the British Bulldog, Mr. Perfect, obviously. There's things like that I think I'll probably discuss. How long have you been collecting for, and how did you start? I've been collecting, it's over 20 years, so I would say around about 23 years I've been watching it. So I've been collecting since about 2002, 3ish. I would say 2 because we first had one pay-per-views were in 2001. I would say 2002, and it started from there. And it started really because I was watching. I've got a video up of it. I think the first video I put on this new channel. I'll put a description in the bottom of me video how I got started and everything. I end up on YouTube and everything in that one. Explained everything in there, but it was just one day I was just wanting to watch wrestling. It wasn't on telly, and I just got on the phone to Chips, like a computer game style. They also do DVDs, and I asked them if got any in. They said yeah, they have 3 in, and I got them and watched them. And I wanted more. And then that's how it just all started, really. What's the least you've paid for an item? What's the most? Probably the least is probably the ones I got from from Poundland. Probably the best of when they were all in there. And the most, on probably the WrestleMania Anthology is probably the 1 unit is the most I paid. If you want like a DVD set, it was probably be the signed history of the WWE Championship. Or was it the World Heavyweight? I was right, the history of the WWE Championship. It's signed by, I think it says 12 on the certificate, but there's 13 on it. And I think I got that for 50 quid. It was on an auction and I was lucky enough to get it. No one else bid it. I think it was an awkward time of the day, I think, when it was on. So yeah, that's probably the most I spent on 1 unit. Apart from the Anthology, it'll probably have to be the Attitude Era DVDs, because they were on eBay. It was actually a picture of all of them together. And it was the same time as the cheaper ones came out from Silvision with the WWE logos on them, and I didn't want them because I already had them. So I emailed this person how much would you want for them, because it was on, I think it was buy now for £190, £200, something like that, and I offered them £180 for them. That's the lowest they would go, so I just paid it and go out to work, because by the time all these new ones come out, they'll get mixed up. If I order them online, they'll come off the WWE logo on them and everything like that. There's been a few where I was looking, I emailed the seller and had the picture of the WWF logo on, and said, is this the original WWF? And he said, no, it's the WWE one. So I couldn't be bothered to still. On some of them you can't contact them on like Amazon and things like that. Take ages to get back to you. So I just bit the bullet and just got them. The place I did now, because it's trying to get hold of them now was probably hard when I first tried to find them. So yeah, they're probably the most I paid for something at least was Pound from the Poundland when I first saw them. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for the question, Victor Mania. I appreciate it, and please go and check his channel out. Next one is Tom316 Tom. What is your all-time favourite WWE DVD release? Ooh. I would probably CM Punk Best in the World, or the True Story of WrestleMania, or the Monday Night Raw. The Monday Night Raw War. I don't know. And the ones I've probably watched the most and enjoyed the most. Yeah, that's probably the three I'll probably choose, but out of all of them, I don't know, I'll choose out of them both, I don't think. I'll probably choose either the True Story of WrestleMania or CM Punk Best in the World. What is your favourite period of as a wrestling fan, e.g. the Hogan era or the Attitude Era? I think I have to do the Attitude Era. I did like the early 90s and all the characters that were coming in and things like that, but I think enjoyable part was probably the Attitude Era, I think. Yeah, I'll go for the Attitude Era. Non-wrestling, what 2 films of all time would you recommend to watch? I've got a lot of films that I actually like, but I do like the Underworld series, I like the Resident Evil series, I've got the National Treasures, I do like the new James Bond film. I don't think I would say the Avengers Assemble, because I think everyone's probably watched that by now. I'll probably say Angels and Demons. I absolutely love that film. And I won't say Batman because I'm going to probably watch that as well. I think I'll go with Sherlock Holmes, I think. Probably the best ones to probably choose from, I think. But yeah, there's Tom, Tom, thanks very much. Please go and subscribe to him as well. Thanks for your questions. Now we have Mr. Bauer, 24 Power. One of my first WWE, TNA and ECW DVDs. First WWE one was probably SummerSlam. 2001, I think. King of the Ring 2000. The ones I got as a 3, but I got them. I think SummerSlam was probably the first one I watched out of them. TNA. I think with TNA I got the first box set they did with Turning Point and Lockdown in. The 6 discs, I think that was the first one I ever got. I could be wrong, but I think that is the one I got. An ECW one is first one Brother Givers was out of the 3 he got was Born to Be Wired. That's probably the first one I watched, the first one I put on, I think, as well. And also, what is the Pride and Joy collection? I don't really know if Pride and Joy is. Obviously got the Attitude Era. I've got the anthology box sets. I think I might go for this again because I've never ever seen anyone have this, and I've never seen none on eBay or anything like that since I got this. Since before I even came on, and after it came on, I've never seen it anywhere. So probably is that one, I would say. Thanks Bauer, 24 Power. Thanks a lot. Please go and subscribe to him. Next we've got the return Martin Talks after he's been on a hiatus, shall we say again. Yes, what music into? I don't really have a specific music I'm into. I'm into everything. I like a bit of rock, things like that, just a bit of dance, just all windows in together. I haven't really got a specific type. Just, as I said before, just certain bits of different bands, really. And you also asked what's the pros and cons about being a DVD Blu-ray collector. The pros probably is being able to watch all these all the time whenever you want, and being in a group of people that you actually talk to things about and things of that nature. And because before I came on YouTube, there was not, there's Twitter going, not really anyone I can really talk to about that much now about wrestling, because now when you wrestling now, people give you dodgy looks. So what else would I say? Just everything about it's good, really. It's not, I can't really say it's everything what's really it's good about it. You get to watch it all the time, and you get to make, as I said, I've got to make videos. I get to see extras from what I see on the TV when you never used to have these getting me and things of that nature. And the cons, it's what things me about being a collector is that some of the prices that some people put the DVDs at. You know, I've been looking on some of the things that I've got them for quite cheap. I got for instance, I got the Roddy Piper 4-disc set. Excuse me. And it was going on eBay for around about £40 or something like that. And some of them even more than that, and I wouldn't pay nowhere near that. So I waited and waited, then I went on Amazon, and someone over here had it, and they had it on for, I think it was like £13 or something. So with postage, you shot at 15. Just over 15, should I say, and I got it over, and it was exactly the same as the American copy. So I was looking after that part, I should say. But it's just that I think another probably con is the things getting rarer and rarer now, especially with Silvervision going. There'll be some things will be easy to find, some things won't be. It just depends. For instance, I was looking at the Survivor Series Volume 1, I think it was, on Amazon, so I had that on for £195, I think it was. I think I showed Stuart Clemson the photo I took of it. It's also on my Twitter. And I don't know anyone who will pay that sort of price for that. So yeah, it just there's a few pros and cons, but I enjoy doing it. So since I did it, I've enjoyed it, and I enjoy it more now than I did. And I got to meet and got to start on some great people over it and talk about wrestling that I never thought I would, to talk to someone. Just easy go to people and things now. So yeah, that's really the pros and cons of it. So thanks Martin, please go and check him out. He's just come back, and hopefully we'll be doing some more videos to catch up on his time away. Now we have 89 Gunny 89. If you became a wrestler, what type of gimmick would you like? What name would you like? What finisher would it be? I already had. This is probably what everyone does at that sort of age. When I was at primary school, I had my own little. Like, there's a group of us who were wrestling, should I say. At the bottom of our street, there was like a piece of grass, and there's two trees in the middle. Like, it's sort of made out like three rings. We chose the middle one, and I can't remember what gimmicks we had. So I made a strip, made the belt face, then cut them up, make the straps, then stick Premier League silver stickers on the front of them, make them shine, and put the IC title and world title on them and things like that. Back in the day, and I think I was. I think I was called Dr. Beat or something. I think it was something stupid like that. There's my phone going. Sorry about that, guys. The phone's had to go on. Where was that? Yeah, the gimmick, and yeah, I think I was called Dr. Beat. My entrance theme was. I was part of a tag team. That was, I think, it was Dr. Beat by Gloria Estefan. I could be wrong, but I'm sure that rings a bell. But yeah, that was the gimmick I had back then. And I cannot remember the finisher move because it was part of a tag team thing, and I cannot remember it by now, so I was more of a telling people what they should be and things like that. I wasn't really that part of the wrestling thing. I was rather give people what they had. So yeah, thanks 89 please go and check him out. He's more of a film, does films and things like that, but he does a bit of wrestling. And next we have Gavai Nuts. How much have you spent on your collection? What has been the priciest DVD and cheapest you bought? I think I did a rough guess of how much it costs. I think it came around about 15,000. I think I was totally on it, but that was just like a. I counted the anthology as one. Each of them. Everything came as one disc, two discs. I just put like a rough price. The cheapest I paid for one was like 10. On brand new at the time was like $10.99, and most was like 22 now, like it being a Blu-ray. So I just took the average price was like $17.99 and times it by how many I had. Like counting the 3 discs as one and the 4 discs as one and the anthology box set as one, and each of the volume was like 4. So it came like, I think it's about 15,000. I think I spent altogether. That was like a rough price of it. That's just on the DVDs and Blu-rays. I say I've done the most priciest thing. That was probably the WrestleMania anthology and the Attitude Era. Yeah, thanks, Gav. Please go and check him out. People have already, who's watching probably already checked him out and subscribed anyway. So if you haven't, please go and check him out. Chiller Man, what is your favourite wrestler's entrance theme song? There's always one song I've always wanted when I couldn't get hold of them. That was Demolition's theme. I used to love that song. And people say the Ultimate Warrior had probably the best sort of one because it suited him and that. But I just like Demolition's, and I just like Austin's Disturbed theme song. The Undertaker's Kid Rock American Badass one. I couldn't really pick a favourite one, I don't think, but they were the few favourite ones that I actually liked. So that's all I really can say about that. And what wrestlers have you met? I haven't met any wrestlers. I've been to 2 live shows, and I've been to see 1 Raw, 1 SmackDown, and I'm pleased I did go because like there's some wrestlers that who have gone now. So like John Morrison, Eve, Kelly, and people like that who have actually gone now, and I wouldn't got to meet if I never went. So I'm pleased I did go, and I will be going in this November to Newcastle. So that should be Raw again. So I'm looking forward to that. And that's Chinaman's quit. Yeah, thanks Chinaman. Let's go and check him out as well. Move further down. It's all about the game 619. And what is the name of the theme song to your intro to your videos? It's Disturbed Prayer. It's the only way out. When I started making an intro, I didn't want it to be too long, so I stuck it to a basic couple of seconds. I think it's about 10 seconds, 11 seconds, something like that. Didn't want it too long, and on a song that could do it in that sort of time frame, and that was one of them I had in mind. And I went hunting around, trying to find another one, see if it would fit, and I went back to the same one. And I couldn't find another one what could do it in that sort of time frame. So I think it suits it. I like it, so that's the main thing, really enough. I've had positive feedback off it as well. So, who's your favourite wrestler of all time? Probably is Undertaker. I would probably say. Yeah, you could say Hogan, but I think I would prefer to say Undertaker. It's a difficult one because I liked some of them, but we didn't have a long career. But I would probably say the Undertaker. What is your favourite WrestleMania of all time? There's sort of 2. Everyone will say WrestleMania 17. Yes, I like that, but I've probably watched that a few times, but I'll probably watch WrestleMania 19 the most. Because the theme song was better, the matches were better. A main event between Brock and Kurt was probably the best match I've seen in a long time, and I think that probably sticks out more, I think, in my opinion. So I'll probably go for WrestleMania 19. What football team do I support? I support Man United and Celtic, but Man United is my favourite one, as you can tell. And no, I'm not a Glory supporter, as people would say. I've supported them all my life. That's runs for the family. And also, I have been told that with me living in the North East, I should support Newcastle, Sunderland and whatever else, but it is Man United. And the place where I live is the place where Man United got some of the players after the Munich air disaster, so that's another thing that links Man United to me, so I can't really call us a Glory supporter now. Also asked, do you think Undertaker should retire? I think he always, even if he is retired, he does WrestleMania and that's really about it. He showed up a few weeks ago at a house show. I think he might get to 25 and that'll be it, I would say. I think he should probably done it at 20, but I think he probably might go to 25 depending, I think, and if he loses his last one, it all depends really. But I think 25 will probably be the one that will go for. Who's your favourite wrestling YouTuber? I don't really have one. To me, everyone is different. Got their own different styles. if I go off the first person that's actually talked to and got to sort of talking to each other was probably Martin Talks, probably the first one I actually started talking to, who actually did videos. Because when I first come into YouTube, I didn't know anyone on it, and I was talking to Tixie317, and he's guys on YouTube, but he's mainly on Twitter. He doesn't do no videos or nothing. And I was talking to him, and I just got sick of people saying they got the best wrestling collection, and this is one better than yours, and things like that. And I just got that put us off a bit, but I want to go and sort of prove that no one has got the best wrestling collection. It's all different. Everyone's got what they want in the collection, and when I did that video I'll put in the description, I got a lot of positive things back off that, saying that that's the way it should be, and hopefully it doesn't offend anyone. Like say I am being up my ass, should I say, no, but I'm not. I just don't think that's the way it should be. Everyone should be on someone to come in here on my channel. Is if someone was starting off, say what should I get? Look at my videos, I'll get that and that, then you could get them. That'll be a positive for me. I don't want to say you have to get all of these in your collection. I just wanted to say this is the ones that are out, you get what you want. So that's the reason it all came about, and that's the reason I got into YouTube. And say Martin Talks was the first person that actually started talking to on here. Then obviously it's spread out between Overjobber, Chudderman, Mr. Bauer 24 Power, Joe Clemson, Joe Scott 44, Hazard F5. It just gradually grown and grown, and started talking a bit more mania now, and it's just really starting to spread now, I think. And what year did you start watching wrestling in WWE? I couldn't really put a thing on that. I would say the late 80s. I was born in 85, and I remember the first. I also remember WrestleMania 3. But as I said in the video, I'm going to put in the description. I say I've been watching it around about 22, 24 years, something like that. So I'll be around that time sort of frame that I actually started watching it and things like that. The Simpsons or Family Guy. I haven't watched The Simpsons for I don't know how long now, so I have to choose. I'll probably go more for Family Guy and The Simpsons now. I used to have The Simpsons on DVD, like series 1 to 9 or something like that, I think I had. And I stopped getting them, so I was waiting for the come on Blu-ray. So I think I'll probably watch Family Guy now, because I got it that quite late. Everyone was raving about it, and never really got round to watching any of the trailers he put out, and like that. I never saw anything, and I got down to watching it, and I watched more and more. So I'll probably say Family Guy at the minute. So I haven't watched The Simpsons, and I don't know how long. Your favourite tag team of all time? I'd have to go with LOD, I think. I just like them. I used to like Money Inc. I used to like Demolition. But yeah, I think that's sort of it was when all the tag teams everything was there. At the Rockers and all I've just mentioned, and yeah, probably LOD is probably the best tag team I think there's ever been, never will be. I think that's the tag team division is non-existent now, I think. And last question: do you think WWE is fucked when Vince leaves or dies? No, not really. Say. Triple H just took over NXT, and that's been reformed, and I like that loads better than what the original NXT was. thought the original NXT was stupid in my opinion, but the new one is loads better. It's set up better, it's produced better, the matches are better, and everything like that. It's just loads. So I think Vince leaves, dies, or whatever. I think they possibly might start to go back out of the PG era, hopefully before long. But you never know what's happening. But I don't think it'll be that much big of a difference, because yes, Vince has the last word, but it's never run by Stephanie and Triple H anyway. So thanks for your questions. All about the game 619. And now we have Stuart Clemson. What do you think? What would happen if Vince took over TNA? If it did happen, I think we'll probably go down the same route as what happened to WCW. Just get the biggest stars and scrap it. And was it the best? I don't really know. I think they should have probably kept it, but I think that's what probably should just get the stars and just scrap it. I think that's what he did with everything else. And also asked, how many wrestling DVDs do you have? If you count like the anthologies as one and the 3 discs as one, the 4 discs as one, I have about 800, I think, somewhere around that area. And if you count by discs, I think if you add all discs together, I think I've got like 1,300 discs, something stupid like that. Somewhere around that sort of area anyway. It's like a rough idea. What is your all-time favourite wrestling DVD? Probably the Monday Night War. As I say again, True Star WrestleMania, CM Punk Best in the World, and also WrestleMania 20. Not because the pay-per-view was good and everything like that, but the 3rd disc had the Mania WrestleMania on it, and I've watched that numerous times, and I love that 3rd disc on that. So I'll probably do one of them. And if you look, it depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for the documentaries being as best as they are, then it's probably the True Star WrestleMania CM Punk one, because it's like 2.5 hours long. The Mania WrestleMania is about an hour and a half long, I think it is. Could be wrong. I haven't watched it in that long. And one of them 4, but I don't think I could choose one. So say if you're looking for the documentary being long, it's obviously them 2, and I probably enjoyed the True Star WrestleMania more than any others, because everyone knew the CM Punk was going to be good, and the Monday Night War was going to be good, but that is underrated in my opinion. And even the Mania WrestleMania, not many people know about that, and not many people put it out there, because when you're watching WrestleMania 19, I think it was the King said, "Oh, they shouldn't WrestleMania the movie," and that was all he's really said about it. So I'll say it was one of them. It's probably my favourite one. And do you like The Wire? Honestly, I've never seen it. I'm sure it's a series, I think. I've never seen no adverts for it or nothing, so I couldn't really say I've tried to watch it or anything. So I might try and watch it and say at the minute I'm trying to catch up on Hawaii 5 I've missed, as well as catch up on my DVDs I've bought from wrestling and things like that. Just try and find a bit of time to do it. Yes, thanks for your questions, Stuart. Please go and check them out as well. Tixie317, which we mentioned earlier. What do you think of the current WWE product? I don't want to answer that one now because it isn't very good, but last Raw was the best Raw I've seen in a long time. So I'm hoping they keep with that and move it forward rather than just being a one-off. So if I asked this last week, I would have said rubbish, crap, whatever you want to say. It's not as good as it should be, but after watching Raw, I'm hoping they go in that direction, and hopefully it gets more and more like that. I'm hoping on the road to WrestleMania, but obviously I don't like this week, so I think it's old school Raw, so hopefully it might have a bit of a mixture, I don't know. So we'll just have to wait and see, I think, find out in the next coming weeks. And also ask which year of WWE did you enjoy the most and why? Probably 2001. Because I enjoyed all the invasion angles and things like that, and I do think that they scrapped it a bit early rather than starting it like WrestleMania that ended in Survivor Series. I think it could have gone on longer. Because the pay-per-views were good, I thought, around that time. It was that time where you didn't know who was coming and going. You don't know if they were switching, you don't know what new wrestlers were coming in, or nothing like that. So I think that's probably the best time in WWE, I think. And yeah, I think it could have gone on for a lot longer than what it did, even if they kept like the WCW one match at the end of Raw, like they did with Buff Bagwell and Booker T and things like that. They should have kept it along, stretched out a little bit more than what they did. And yeah, that's these questions answered. Thanks, TixC317 for that. Overjobber, which WWE or TNA superstar would you like to see push the most? First of all, I was going to say like the members of the Shield, but they are sort of getting pushed. And should we bring like divas up like Paige and all them coming up, because they are lacking divas at the minute. Like good divas, should I say, at the minute. But I don't know. I was going to say Ziggler, but he is getting pushed and he isn't. He is getting pushed and he isn't. So you don't really know where that's coming from. When he's going to cash in. But I'll probably say Wade Barrett. Because I was enjoying when it was back in 2010 when he was like with the Nexus and feuding with Orton and Cena and Cena joined the Nexus and all that. It was. He thought he was going to win the world title with Cena being the referee and things like that. So I'd probably say give Barrett a push and let him be the first English world champion. So I think that's probably I will give the push to, I think. But yeah guys, I think that's all the questions done. I think it's gone on for about 40 minutes so far, I think it is. So yeah, thanks for all your questions. Please, whoever I mentioned there, please go and subscribe to them. Sorry for it being a long video, I didn't expect it to be that long. I didn't expect that many questions coming in. Hope you like it. Please leave comments if you didn't. It's a bit rushed because I was going to do this Q&A on my old channel, but I lost everything, got hacked, and I lost everything on that, and then I got it back. By that time I already made a new channel. I was telling people to come over to this channel, so I ended up deleting the other one. So I've only had this channel 40 days or something like that, and I've got like, I think I had 50 subscribers on my old one. I've got 46 on this one, and I've got nearly 2,000 views on my videos so far, so I think I'm doing alright. So when I get to 100 subscribers I will be doing another competition. So yeah guys, that's really it. If you've got anything else on this channel, please let us know and I'll do my best to try and do something. So yeah guys, hope you like this video, like, subscribe. I'll put a video in the description and me Twitter and everything. So yeah guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.